morning. So there are definitely times when living in the Highlands can be challenging. This isn't one of them. What a beautiful morning. We've had that hard freeze. Well, it's like a very crystally frost. Beautiful. I've just been out sorting out the chickens, bringing them some water that isn't frozen. I need to go and get them some more food. So on days like this, I just ladle them out with food. Plenty of tepid water and just let them do their thing. So it was -3 in the chicken caravan last night. I will explain what I mean by chicken caravan, because I realised that since my last video, which was in January, I have built a caravan, which I have not put pictures on, but I've not described it in any detail. So I will show you it just now. Okay, so this is the chicken caravan. I think you will agree. It's got a bit of a traveller vibe. So these crested cream leg bars are now my garden rangers, and they have a small enclosure with their caravan which rotates around the garden. I've actually had them working on a space up on the bit we call the mound here. So they were here for, I think, 3 days, and they've totally turned all that over beautifully for me. So now I just put a tarp on top of it, and it means that I've got places to plant there when the time comes. And they're actually just working on the grass just here. So they do have a dust bath of sorts, because obviously grass is a bit boring. And they'll probably be here for another day. I'm just having them turn it over, and then what we'll do is, once they've vacated this space, I will put some fresh grass seed down. And hopefully in the spring, I mean, we do have grass here, not that you can really see it after the frost. But anyways, that's the chicken caravan. It's got a door at the back, which the water is hanging on. So it basically is my entry in, and it's got an auto door at the front, which is really handy, with a wee ladder, and they're fine. It's got a little window on the side, which I'm very pleased with, but it's quite funny if you come out just before the door opens, two of them pecking away at the window. Let me out! So that's the caravan. It's a beautiful morning, as I say. We'll get to some detail of all of this later on. But the garden feels like, in a sort of February kind of way, that it's kind of almost getting ready for spring. So there's bulbs popping up. I've got piles of bits and bobs. We've made a start on clearing the burn pile. So yeah, it feels, I shouldn't speak too soon, it feels quite organised. So that's it for now. I'm going to go in and fill up the waters, get my coffee, and then we'll see how the day progresses. realised that I didn't finish any of the stories that I started earlier, so I was just going to very quickly have a little quick whiz round the veg plot so you can see what stage we're at with everything. It doesn't look too bad. I mean, we could have more heavy snowfall yet, but let's hope not. My excellently made gate, stiff as you like. Okay, so green manure. Did manage to get this strawberry bed cleaned out, so that's a bonus. A couple of random leaks. All beds are all clear there. Strawberry bed cleared out. Empty bed. Still need to clear out this calendula from last year. It turned into a monster. It's got some roots on it. It's like a trunk. Lemon balm also to be cleared out. I made a start on this strawberry bed, but it was blowing a gale. It was freezing, so because I started that corner and then lost the will. So I will return to that. Other bed's looking a bit rough. That's an empty bed. That one there is has had green manure on it, but it didn't survive the first heavy snowfall we had. That one's not too bad. That one's not too bad. Empty. This is our garlic. So this is the variety Music. It seems to be doing quite well. This is just one bed. We've got another much bigger bed over by the fruit bushes, but they're doing good. Another empty bed. And we have under here, we have onions. So I covered them up last night because I knew we were going to get a heavy frost. So hopefully they'll be okay. And then I managed to turn the compost. So yes, this is turned. Doesn't look great, does it? So this is compost bed 1. Bed 2, that's usually sometime later. That into that, and then eventually into that. So this one here is what we use for mulching. It's not too bad. It's not broken down quite enough for actually using as proper compost really, but it does a good mulch job. So you can see we've cut quite a bit. That's where the burn pile was, and we've cut quite a bit into that pile today, so I'm quite pleased with that. And then down to the Rangers. It's getting cold now. We have the other garlic bed, which is here. That's doing okay. Got a new rhubarb under its bucket. Another rhubarb over there under a bucket. And another one under there under a bucket. But finally, we're starting to see some signs of life. So we have plenty bulbs coming up now. We've got Camassia, tulips, daffodils. That's an Aquilegia making a comeback. Red Campion, 2 big ones of them. And loads of feverfew. I'll probably end up thinning that out quite a bit. And that's the new space that the Ranger chickens have cleared for me. Ready for planting. That'll probably be flowers over there. And the very first place we put them, when we started ranging them, was this space here. So after 2 days, they had quite successfully managed to weed my pathway back there. That's where I keep the chicken stuff, in that shed. And they had cleared this bit of grass out for me, which was pretty much threadbare. So I've reseeded that and fenced it off so the dogs don't run all over it. So up here is where this is like the path along the back here, and it goes into that bit in the corner, which is where we do our natural composting. Now you can see it's broken down a lot. We were using that all last year, so that's a nice broken down bit there. This will all just grow up as cow parsley, so over the next few weeks that'll start to shoot up, I would think. So it's going okay. It's not too untidy. I've seen this garden a lot more untidy. Still haven't got to this bit here. Maybe next month when I do my update, you'll see a marvellous clear space. Maybe not.